Alright, so flowing 5 or 6 meters a second, but gusting up to 11 or 12. So I'm bundled up again, which is way too much because I'm trying out brand new skate ski boots from last year, which I still haven't used. Mostly because I'm a little worried skate skiing is very intensive and might give me a heart attack. But I'm going to try anyway. Go up from the shops because that's a little less steep, probably just to the top of the hill and down again. And then if it gets too hard, I'll just take them off and walk up. I mean, good grief. So, very expensive boots. They're about on sale, 4,000 kroner. So whatever it is, $400 or $500 US on sale. So, plus World Cup skate skiing skis, Max Speedmax, which also got on sale half price, which were still 4,000 kroner, $500. So way too good for me. These are not the top of the line. These are carbonlites. They're not Speedmax, but I mean they're still way too good for me. But you need specialized boots for skate skiing. You need ankle support, and they have to be a lot stiffer and tighter to be able to push off from the ankle or from the legs. But anyway, it's a little nippy out there, but it's sunny and it's not blowing too much, and it's snowed, fresh snow, and blizzard this morning and last night with hurricane strength winds, so there's snow everywhere. And then he did the tracks today. He just did nærløypa, but he did fresh tracks and fresh snow and not too much wind and sun, so a little cold, but I mean doesn't get much better than that. So I mean I should maybe have gone just regular Nordic classic skis. It would be a little less stressful, but I haven't tried these boots in 2 years. So anyway, as you can see, I can't be here too long. The snow is piled up everywhere. I have a backpack, so I'm gonna have to shovel that. Well, maybe I'll think about shoveling. I have to shovel the balcony, which is a nightmare. All the shoveling I did, all hundreds of kilos of snow, is all filled in again from the storm last night, which is a real pain. So that sucks. Gotta hate shoveling snow. Anyway, maybe tomorrow, because I probably need a break day after this. So I gotta get my gloves on. It's a little cold. I have a backpack because I have mittens and my wallet in there in case I have a heart attack. I need some ID on me. But you wouldn't normally go with a backpack when you're skate skiing. You just use a little hip bag. And then I need something to attach the Gopro to. So that's that. Alright, it's getting a little nippy, so I head on over to the start of the trail. Well, at the trailhead, they're my 8 or 10-year-old Speedmax skate skis. They were top of the line 10 years ago. Best you can buy from Fisher. And wind is picked up again, so it's not that warm. But my fingers should really warm up. I'll warm up. I may be too hot once I start skiing, because this is twice as hard as classic Nordic skiing. It's really agonizing uphill, especially if you're kind of a little fat and out of shape. So we'll see, but I'll have to turn you off until we get halfway up, because I'll be too exhausted to pull out the camera. But at least I can turn you off and on with the gloves. Although these are slightly warmer racing gloves, but they're not very warm. So my fingers are starting to freeze already, so I have to get moving. And then hopefully I don't film big snot like last time. But if I do, that you just have to live with it. Anyway, see, I mean, it snowed a bit. I mean, it's still not a whole, there's not a whole lot of snow, but we got 10 or 15 or 20 centimeters yesterday. So, I mean, and it's nice, it's pretty nice weather. It's a little cold, but that's just a question of getting moving. And then I normally wouldn't go with a backpack skate skiing, but I need warmer gloves or mittens, and I need something to hang the GoPro off and see if the battery lasts, because its apparent temperature is about -12 or 13 with the wind chill factor. So the GoPro batteries really don't like that, but I've got extra batteries in here anyway. But perfect snow, and as you can see, I just did the trails this morning and it's a little, well, it's not too icy, it's actually perfect. So perfect skiing conditions. And then unfortunately when I get back the fire alarm's gonna go, so I may be kicked out of my apartment. I really can't stay there while the fire alarm goes. It's too loud. They're testing it, so we'll see. And then I got an early morning meeting tomorrow morning, so I can't have too many beers, which kind of sucks, because after a long ski trip cold beer is really nice and I get to do the videos. But anyway, all right. Well, my fingers are freezing, these gloves are useless, and I have to literally stop. That was a blow. I have to stop every 15 meters and take a breath. It's so painful, but it's so good when you're going on the flat or downhill, or on the flat especially. Then you really cruise. I can't believe my cousin's children, although they're professionals, but still skate skied 150 kilometers in a day, mostly uphill. That's crazy. So it's really blowing up here, so I'm glad I had warmer clothing, much warmer clothing than most people would have for the kind of exercise training session, exercise session. Most people would have half what I have. Then I'm not most people. So a little too old, a little too fat. The scooter's gone here and kind of wrecked the trail, which is a real shame. But the woman passed me walking up, and she's already in 2 minutes 150 meters past me. So it is a lot faster walking up than skating up, for me anyway. And I haven't skate skied in about 3 years, so no technique and no endurance. Need the aerobic endurance. So this is painful, so I guess I can turn you off until I get towards the next big hill up, I guess. Snow isn't so icy here, it's not too bad, so I should be okay coming down. Well, I had to take off my skis twice already. First one was too icy and too steep. This one was too steep. It doesn't look steep on the GoPro, but I'm not here to torture myself. Well, maybe just a little. The arches on these boots are a bit painful, so the soles are not the greatest fit. This is the first time I've used them, and my toes get a little cold, but of course they're meant to be really tight, so your toes don't get a lot of wiggle room. So you're supposed to go really fast and really hard, so your body stays warm. I could have probably had on just a tracksuit top. I'm getting a little warm now. It's a lot warmer in the sun, but the wind really blows. As you can see, there's hardly any snow for January. I mean, maybe 30 centimeters. And then about half the trail is pure ice, and then the half is new snow, which is really nice. Where the snow blew last night and this morning, but half of it is pure ice. So I'm really gonna have to walk down, take off my skis and walk down several hills, because there's really no braking on these little racing skis. You're not meant to brake, you're supposed to go faster, right? So here's Hallingskarv, that looks really good. And you can see there's still snøfokk, blowing snow, so the wind is blowing up there. Calm down now, which is nice, and then the sun really warms once it stops blowing. Like right here's new snow, so I'm sinking in with my boots, which is a pain, and I'm wrecking the trail. Well, that's too bad. No one else here now. I'm the only one. And you really want to be 18 or 19 to skate up these hills. I mean, or in maybe 30 or 40 and in really good shape and have skied your whole life. But for a newbie on skate skis like me, a total beginner, it's absolute agony. It just sucks going uphill. I don't have the technique and I don't have the stamina or the aerobic fitness. So that, of course, I want to be 30 years younger and not a smoker. That probably makes a difference. So I'm just going to enjoy the sun for a bit, and my hands have defrosted, which is good. Now my toes are a little cold. That sun is awesome. It makes a huge difference. And I'm tempted just to walk the whole way up, except I keep sinking through. And of course that's not getting any practice in, which is the whole point of this exercise. Practice my skate skiing. Anyway, that's a long clip, so turn you off. Batteries are still alive. Well, as you can see, I made it to the plateau, which starts here and then goes up. So I'm not sure I'm up for that. I may turn around here. This is the nicest part for skate skiing. It's not too steep. And you have flat stretches and stretches that decline gradually. So I'll skate to where it starts going up and then I'll turn around because I'm a little tired and I've had enough uphill. If you really were a sucker for torture, you'd go that way, up over Emahea to Prestholt, which is 4 kilometers. It's probably more than that. About another 300 meters. Probably not on skate skis, and yeah, the trail is all, he hasn't done a trail, so it's disappeared. It's nice here, but on the way down, about 2/3 of it is really hard and icy, and then there are some patches where I have to take off my skis because it really is pure ice, because there's so little snow that where there's marsh, hope I don't have a giant snot this time, where there's marsh there's just sheets of ice. So my toes are starting to defrost, my hands are warm again. So I'm just going to skate a little bit along there till where it starts going up again. I have to make way for some guy speeding. He's pushing with his poles, just stalking the whole way. Some very fit people go skiing here. Anyway, so show you how long Skarvet. There it is, speeder. So I'll just go up a little bit and then see if I can't film some skate skiing on the way down. It's going to be tough with just one arm though, so we'll see. Show you what it's all about. It's like using ice skates. Well, it's pure ice here, so this is enough for a little demonstration. I don't have to go up that big hill. Even flat on the ice is pretty painful. All the snow is blown away, so there's just ice left. So try and do this one-handed. Give the Yankees out there, us Yankees, an idea of what the skate skiing is all about. It's like using ice skates. Get the idea. Well, uphill sucks, but on a flat you go a lot faster. Not this Nordic. Remember, I suck at this. I'm a new beginner. But give you some idea. See if I can't push the ground down. So, let me catch my breath. Already puffed. So I'll try and get some downhill action, but it's going to be limited because I really need two hands. It's very icy on a lot of it. Half the trail is pure ice, and then half is gorgeous new snow where you can brake, but on the ice can't brake for crap on these skinny little skis. Good luck trying. I mean, the racing skis are not meant to brake. You're supposed to just go straight ahead. So they're better than the classic skis because those are skinny like noodles. These have at least some stiffness, but trying to brake on them on ice is still no fun. So I don't want to break a leg or an arm or twist a knee or do a ligament. So I'm only going to do a little downhill, and you've seen the downhill anyway. So, and then that's why I need two hands. So we'll try. Just this little stretch here is pretty safe. So it's all downhill. Now after this really gets you in shape the hard way. Pure ice. So I think it's time to put you away. You got some downhill there. This is going to be a long video anyway, so now I need both hands and I'm going to have to walk down anyway. Parts of this I'm going to have to walk it. Too icy. You can see there from the snow, that's just pure ice. So no good. So very slowly. I'm not going to break a leg or dislocate a shoulder or something. So I'll put you away and then go slowly down to the shops. off with the skis. Half of the slope was beautiful new snow like this, and then half of it was pure ice. So I skied down like a grandmother basically. I'll say this particular hill is really bad where it's melted. It's basically pure ice, and I'm not even sure I'll be so easy to walk down. A bit scary because obviously these boots are really slippery. So try and go down without falling on my ass. I'll turn you around. Well, I don't know. So this is good. Could maybe come down to crawl, but it's not. Ice sheet on one side of the trail. So here I walked up. See the water is flowed down. It's melted and just blocks of ice. So that's really what you expect in spring, in April or May, not in January. As you can see, not a whole lot of snow. And I can put my skis back on to get down this hill in one piece. Yeah, this is fine. I could have gone down this. The wind is blowing. Whoa. The wind is blowing a lot of the snow away. So, alright, time to put this back on. And these bindings suck. They're such a pain to put on. I really need to change the bindings. Oh well, they were expensive, $100 at the time. Racing bindings, but they're really no good. And as you can see from the pennant, it's still blowing, but not that much. So skis are attached. Do a little more downhill action. Awesome. Much better up here. The wind doesn't blow the snow away that much. Kind of have to shout through this booth. Perfect weather. Not blowing too much. Alright. Now to the shops. This is more like it. It's good snow. Break a bit. This is the kind of play you want. I think, oh, that's very icy. This part is pure ice, so it's not really good at all. take off our skis here, otherwise I'll have an accident. There's no point. It's all ice down the bottom, so sum it up when I get in the house, just in time for the fire alarm to go and drive me out of the apartment. No, I made it back. I didn't have a heart attack after all, but almost. I'm really too old for skate skiing, even though I have World Cup boots and skis. That doesn't make me a better skier when you skate ski once every 2 years and you're a beginner to boot and never been to ski school, which Norwegian kids do, of course, at least maybe those in Oslo, maybe not in Bergen because there's no snow there. No, that was alright. I made it up the top slowly, even if I took off my skis a few times. And I did, like I said, I didn't have a heart attack. So I had to stop and catch my breath every 20 meters. It is a bad hill for skate skiing though. It's terrible. Even if you're in shape, it goes very slowly and painfully. But I finally used my boots after 2 years for the first time. So they're a little uncomfortable under this. The arches are a little painful. So I may need different soles. I don't know, that was a little painful, and or my feet muscles aren't used to that. They're otherwise fairly comfortable, a little cold in the toes, but that's to be expected because I'm going so slowly. They fit right, size 42. So now I'm waiting for this horrible suspense of the fire alarm blaring just when I'm sitting down trying to relax. They're going to test it. If they haven't tested it already, I don't know, but the suspense is killing me because then I have to sprint out the flat. It's really too painful to be inside when that goes. So yeah, and then keep thinking it might be a real fire, which I've had quite a few fire alarm adventures at this place, which really sucks, with smoke billowing out of the reception area while people were welding in the basement, and a boiler, a huge boiler the size of half this apartment, threatening to explode, pouring off steam and water, boiling water. So I really hate that fire alarm. That really gives me the heebie-jeebies. Alright, I think it's time to put you away and turn the computer on. I'm going to have a cold brew. And then I actually got out today, which was good because it's nice weather, and I'd feel really bad and really guilty if I didn't get out with new snow and fresh trails, even if half the trails were pure ice. The other half was really nice. Today would have been still best on mountain skis, for sure, coming down. So anyway, I made it down in one piece. Okay.